So I'm doing today's video by myself. How exciting. And Joe will just sit in the background somewhere. Anyway, so guys, I want to talk to you about Carnival Magic lights, because Carnival Magic. We went there and it was so much fun. Anyway, so before I get started, I will leave the link in the description box below, because this is where we get all of our tickets. I just feel like it's really reliable, so check it out. And they've got so many things that you guys can check as well. So for us, when we were going, we were at Patong, and Carnival Lights, or Carnival Magic, is at Kamala, which is only about 20-25 minutes by car. So we just called a Grab, and obviously it took us from the hotel to Kamala. Guys, do keep in mind that if you're leaving at like 5 o'clock from Patong to go to Kamala, it is packed. It's so busy. There's so many like cars and stuff on the road. So try and keep that into account. And just remember, if you do want to get there a little bit earlier, you can. Like, there's a lot to see. I know obviously it doesn't have all of the lights because it's still daytime, but just try and plan out your time of when you're getting there. Anyways, so when we first got there, it was really easy because we already had our tickets pre-bought. So we had a QR code. We went straight to the office, or like the front ticket place. They scanned our QR code, which was for me, Joe, and Ellie. Ellie's obviously for free. So we were able to just, scan them and go straight through. So when we first got there, guys, you have to walk through all of the like lights in the shops and stuff to get to the buffet area, which recommended to go do the buffet first and then go look around the shops, and then from the shops go over to the show, and then from the show go do like the grand finale lights. So that was pretty cool. So we did go do the buffet first, which you have to walk through all the shops, and it's really cool because you get to look at everything, and I really liked it. It's honestly like Disneyland for an adult with lights, and I love fairy lights, so it was magical for me. So we went to the buffet, and it's in like this massive buffet hall, and if you've got a stroller or a wheelchair, it's fine. Everything's really easily accessible with either ramps, or they've got the lifts that go around everywhere. So we went straight over there. As soon as you walk in, I think this place is like literally big enough to fit like 1,000 people. It's so big. And then as we show you guys, there's like these huge birds of paradise, like the peacocks and stuff that are on either end, like looking over the whole buffet hall, and it's like a circus exploded in there. It's so colorful. It's so cool though. And then another feature which like blows my mind is in the buffet hall, if you go to the bathrooms, there's like fountains and like walls, like ceiling to floor mirrors, and literally they made it like, it's like, it just looks crazy. It's so nice in there. I was like, I can spend time in this bathroom because it's so like chill. And honestly, that was a lot of women and men, because I saw so many people literally like walking in with their phones, and that's such a weird place to go, right? Anyway, so that was the bathrooms. And then when you went in and you were like looking for all of your food, obviously it's like a buffet, so you can eat as much as you want, and there's so many different cuisines. But I think the biggest ones that I saw was Indian, Thai, and like Mediterranean or Western. And then they had like a cute little like kids buffet section, which had like chicken nuggets, chips, like that kind of mashed potato, that kind of stuff. So it was really cute. It was nice for them. And then they bring you, like they usher you in, they give you have to buy your buffet ticket. So you have to buy like the package together, which is what we did. And then after we did the buffet, we went back outside so we could obviously walk it out. And there was all of the shops. So they've got like souvenir shops, clothes shops, and everything has like a different theme, and you can walk in. And one of my favorite ones was like the crystal shop or whatever. And they literally had like huge animals, lambs, stuff like that, like full of crystals. I like crystallized. It was so awesome. So we had a look at that, took a lot of photos. Out on the streets, they have all of the different like circus performers. Not circus performers though, like the performers, the light performers or whatever, and they're all dressed up and it looks really cool. And then they also take photos with you, and obviously if you have little kids, like it's so geared towards little kids. They give out balloons, and it's just like a lot of fun for them, not just for them but for the adults as well. And to be honest, photo ops everywhere. It's so good. And then once we did that, we went to the show. So it's kind of, I don't know, for me, I didn't find it like super engaging. I think it is really cool, but because I had Ellie and she was kind of like moving around, and it was more like a procession, like it was just a lot of different floats and stuff, kind of like going like from one side to another. I don't think it was really much of a story. I think it was just kind of showing off like all of the different floats. It was still cool. I don't think you'd really be missing out on too much if you didn't go. But it is just a nice experience if you kind of have the extra cash and you want to just like splurge out on a little bit. When you go to it though, guys, you cannot record, so it's a lot like the other shows, like the one that we did in Hawaii. You're not allowed to take your phone in. They give you like lockers and stuff, and then they check you before you go to make sure that you don't have any recording devices. So make sure that you like lock them away or whatever. And then after you do the show, you then go to like the grand finale lights, which is what you guys will see all over the pamphlets and stuff like that, where they've literally got like a huge outdoor like maze area where you walk through. It's like a 20-minute walk, and it's literally all of the lights everywhere, and they made like all different themed like areas or whatever. And as you walk through, again, so many photo opportunities, and it's so magical. Like literally they call it Carnival Magic for a reason. So if you guys don't want to walk, so we would have loved to walk, but by this time I think it was about like 8 or 8:30 or something like that. Like it was getting late for Ellie, so she was starting to kind of play up a little bit. So we opted to pay, I think it was an extra 200 baht per person to go on a buggy, and the buggy takes probably about like 7 minutes, 10 minutes to take you through the whole thing. He does drive really slow or can go fast. It's really up to you. Like you can tell them the speed that you'd like to go at. They'll stop at different places if you wanted to, but we obviously just couldn't because she just wasn't having a bar of it. And as we were going, look at her, and as we were going through, she was okay. Like I think it was a little bit more soothing, so that's good. And then after we finished off at the lights, guys, we just took a couple more photos in that like main area, and that was really pretty. And then we went outside to go catch our grab to come back home, except you can't grab a grab from inside the grounds. That's only reserved for like vans and taxis. So we had to walk outside to the very front, and it was like a little bit difficult. So if you guys maybe could pre-plan your vans or anything like that, unless you're okay with obviously like waiting. So we ended up catching our grab from the very front, and he took us back home. The trip from Kamala back to Patong at like 8:39, 9:30 is relatively good. Like it was clear all the way through. Obviously when you get right down to Patong, on that corner area to come into Patong, it does get a little bit more busy again because people are just kind of starting that nightlife. But honestly, you'll probably get to where you need to get within like that 20-25 minute time frame. So yeah, like I said, guys, it was a lot of fun. Like we really enjoyed it. I think it's a lot to see. It's a really cool thing that you can do while you're in Phuket, especially if you've got little kids or you're here with your partner. It is a really magical time. But yeah, they would probably be like my top tips. Make sure that you organize your Uber. The buffet was really, really cool, and the final light show, you can catch a buggy. Like I said, guys, I'll leave a link down in the description box so you can go straight to it. It is a little bit more on the pricey side if you get everything, but in my opinion, it's well worth it. I think we had a really good night as a family. So hopefully you guys can enjoy it too.